Towing somebody else's line is one of the biggest reasons of dissatisfaction and the hurdles and the roadblock that prevents us from reaching that point of success, that we do not lead a life full of bliss, we do not lead a life that we deserve. We all thrive to lead that life, the life full of happiness, the life full of vacations, the life full of prosperity and a lot of money. But it is not only money. Money has to play a big role in our lives, but when we limit our thoughts to money, then we lead a life that is completely dissatisfied. And in spite of earning those perks, in spite of earning those cash, in spite of paying those bills for yourself, you realize that you are subjecting yourself to the criticism of people, to the notion of people, to the way people are judging you. They are able to threaten you, they are able to scare us, they are able to intimidate us, and they are able to somehow convince us to toe their line. And if they are succeeding in convincing us in towing their line in form of social media, in form of any criticism, anything that they say, you dress up in a particular manner and they say, no, this is not okay, and you dress up according to them. You choose a particular career path for yourself and they say that, okay, this is not the most happening career and you are not matching up to the societal standards, and you decide your career according to them. You do this kind of courses which you don't want to do. You are not inclined to do certain kind of courses, but in order to fulfill the societal standards, the parental pressure, the pressure of your neighbors, the pressure of your siblings, the pressure of the senior students, the kind of courses, the kind of education that they are doing, you are not mentally prepared to eat a certain kind of food, but even to make them happy, you are ready to change your food habits. You are ready to change everything about yourself, and you train your conscious mind that I am doing it for myself, for my personal happiness. But the subconscious, that is the Avchetan, that is that subtle energy within your mind, that is aware of the fact that where your real satisfaction lies in. And towing somebody else's line is always the cause of dissatisfaction. And how much money, irrespective of whatever money you make for yourself, it will make sure that you are not leading a life that is full of satisfaction. And in the middle age, you will get to know that you are not being able to give that level of productivity, you are not able to give that level of performance to earn that kind of life, and you will always, your mood will remain irritable, your food habits will develop in such a way that you will put on weight. Life from middle age is the actual life, because when you're in your 20s, when you're in your teenage, you feel you're invincible because you are 16 or 17, 18 year old in this world. When you're 25, you're 25 years old in this world. When you're 30, 40, 50, then you're 50 years old. Means you're 50 years old and you're not that fresh, you're not that young, because it is the mind that is making you old, or rather we are making our life and mind old because we are letting other people influence our mind. We are allowing people to contaminate our aura. Otherwise, even at the age of 50, if you rewire your subconscious, if you reprogram your subconscious, you can have that supreme power, you can have that superpower brain, you can unleash the potential and get that raw brain that a fresh 15-year-old adolescent will have. That raw brain, that brain full of energy, that brain minus that dirt, minus the garbage, minus the wrong lessons of the society that the society has strategically trained us in order to toe their line. Let's make a conscious decision to not toe their lines. Do not follow a particular course which you don't want to do. If you fail in a certain entrance exam, you fill the bucket with your tears that I have not gone through. If that is not for you, just give it a kick and do whatever your inclination is towards. Do not allow the parental pressure to hamper you, because parents always want your good, but at the process they always, at times, most of the times, in spite of wanting good for you, they get into the competition of the neighbor's child, of their siblings' children, what they are doing, how the society, the children, whatever is expected out of the children. When you are a child, it will influence your middle age. Remember, the decisions that you take in your student life, that is going to influence, especially when it comes to career, is going to influence your middle age, because at a very tender young age, you have that zeal, you have that energy that even if you don't like something, if you give in your 100%, you can succeed in that. But when you reach your middle age, mark my words, when we reach our middle age and when we progress towards our 30s to 40s to 50s, slowly our output and productivity reduces. That is why we are given retirement, isn't it? When we are supposed when we are in our 20s, then we are full of that energy. When we are 25, then we are somewhere between 20 and 30. When we are 30, then we are proceeding towards 35, and our energy level, especially in our mind, the subconscious tells us that okay, this is where I am moving and this is how I am being made to deteriorate, because I am being instructed, I am being governed by somebody else, and I am being convinced to toe the line. I am being made to do something that I don't want to do. So the subconscious is very well aware. The mind is very, very smart. So suppose you have chosen a course for yourself, you have given your best at your 20s, you have cracked that entrance exam, you have got the dream job of yours, but when you're in the middle age, then the subconscious again wants to go back to what its inclination is towards. Then the training of the conscious mind fails, and then your productivity level, your output deteriorates, and you're not being able to give your 100%. And in spite of giving 100%, you see the ratio is you're giving your 100% output, but the result that you're getting is 20 to 30%. Whereas if you follow a career of your inclination, you will see that you are being able to give your 100%, and the output that you're getting is 200 to 300% in form of money, in form of your personality development, in form of your skill development, in form of your interpersonal relationships. In all way you're getting that satisfaction, because you are not getting irritated. Your subconscious is not getting irritated by the fact that it is made to do something that it didn't want to do, because you are beating nature and we are fighting with nature over here, because nature here has designed, and this design is not done by the science or by our own selves. It is the DNA. We have not decided our DNA. It is the DNA, it is the hormones within us which has a tendency and an inclination. It is the characteristics within us which has a magnetic pull towards a particular goal in our life, that what we are supposed to do, and that goal is designed by the supreme consciousness. So when your inner voice says your inclination is towards something, but you want to do that course because this is the most happening course, and this is the tech course that is going to give you a lot of money, a lot of respect. So if you run behind that respect and money, then your middle age will show you that you are not meant for that thing, and we will slowly get exposed. Our subconscious will expose our conscious activity and our conscious mind, because that is the superficial guidance, that is the superficial mentoring we have given to our conscious level, and at the middle way our productivity is bound to deteriorate. But if you do something that you have that magnetic pull towards, then you're bound to achieve that success. Mark my words, in the age of 30s, in the age of 40s and 50s, slowly your productivity deteriorates, especially when you have chosen to work on something that you're not inclined towards, in that you're not enjoying, that is not your passion. But if you choose to give up that thing that is irritating you, give up the thing that you're not enjoying doing, do not think that at this age, if I quit, at this age, if I start from the scratch, then where am I landing, and what about the investments I've done in my 10, 20, 30 years of my life, or 40 years of my life? If this age I choose to shift my line of work, if at this age I choose to start from scratch, then where am I heading? Because people are going to laugh at me. At this age, I am not a teenage anymore. Trust me, quit everything, and when you give yourself that 6 months to reboot, when you give yourself the 6 months, meditate, eat the right kind of things, go for a vacation, have a very blissful 6 months in your life. Those 6 months, no societal pressure, it is just you and your time. It is just you and the quality time. You are observing your inner self, you're observing your inner tendencies and characteristics. Have a good time chatting with your characteristics, chatting with your tendencies, self-chatting and observing that, okay, what do I actually want, and what is my purpose, what the supreme consciousness has designed me for, and where am I heading? Those 6 months, anybody looking at you will feel that you are just whiling away your time, or you're just vacationing away, but you are preparing yourself, connecting with that supreme consciousness, you're igniting your aura and the broken frequency, you're igniting your body, mind and soul, and you were empowering yourself to get back at that work, get back at that new journey, embark that new journey that will give you a lot of gifts in form of money, in form of success, in form of relationships, in form of many happy contentments in your life that you're missing out on. Just give it a shot. Give yourself those 6 months. and empower yourself. And then when you start your new journey, you will realize that what you were missing out on, so many years you have invested, but those investments are not worth the misery that you're inviting for the next 30, 40, 50 years of our life. Just quit immediately if you're not enjoying doing something, because that will lead to slower deterioration. Do not do that to yourself. Start a new journey, whatever your inclination is towards, and you will find that you are getting that job satisfaction. And when I say job satisfaction, it doesn't have to do with some 9-to-5 job. When I say job satisfaction, it is the job that you are, output that you are putting in your work. That work can be anything. It can be a creative work, it can be a tech work, it can be anything that you enjoy doing. Automatically it will start making money for you, because that supreme consciousness has designed your creativity in a way that this is your output and you will get the input likewise. This is what you're supposed to do, because your talent has been given. This is your talent, and the supreme consciousness has given you this inclination, the magnetic pull that you're having towards that particular thing you like doing. Turn it into your profession and you see the benefits that you reap. Do not get into any sort of societal pressure. Just it is you and your inclination, your magnetic pull towards something. See for yourself. It will generate money for you, it will generate success for you, it will generate that level of bliss and satisfaction for you. Bread 41 days of life-changing course, life-changing experience. No dependency. What the slavery? Kill those dependency, because otherwise those dependency are going to kill you bit by bit. They are going to break you bit by bit. They are going to make you subject yourself to that society, to the societal pressure, to that pressure where you end up engrossing yourself and exhausting yourself in a battle with your own self, a battle with our nature, a battle with our characteristics, a battle with our tendencies. Do not be a slave to anything. Kill those dependency and be independent in a full and a complete way, because there is nothing like independence. Bread 41 days of life-changing course, life-changing experience.